So today is gonna be our first trading recap. We did end up making 1,500 on two micros on the Nasdaq, and what makes this day so unique is that it isn't just our first trading recap. It is also a bank holiday for those who don't live here in the U.S. It is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, right? So going into this trading recap, right, I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of context, right, on how I execute my trades based off my strategies, right? So 8:30, I know New York session time opens, but I like to typically trade between 9 to 12, and that's what you see these two blue lines representing. As soon as it gets to 12, I stop looking for a trade and I'm done trading completely because I want to keep trading non-personal, and I don't want to keep it personal at all because trading should be something so little that you don't even think about during the day, right? So like I said, going into the day, right, our three confluences, like I failed to explain, are liquidity, equilibrium, and fair value gap, right? So when I'm looking for liquidity, I typically like to go on the hourly, right, or the 4 hour and switch off to see what is happening, right? But we can see that we take these two major buy side liquidity, so that gives us our daily bias that we are going to be bullish for today, right? So when 9 a.m. came around, right, we were chopping a little bit, and then we see these bullish candles continue up the trend, and I was waiting for a potential pullback, and that's what it did because we were taking all these internal buy side liquidities that we made during London and also opening New York session time, right? So we get this pullback, and from this bullish rise up, we also get imbalances slash fair value gaps, right? Which is our third confluence to be able to ride the continued trend down up, right? In this case, right? So we see this 5 minute fair value gap, right? And we go into the lower time frame, right? And we see on the 3 minute, we can see price is steadily returning back into that original trend of that bullish trend, right? So we were going for a long position. I typically took a trade right here, 500, right? And then my take profit was a little bit above this high, right? But as we can see, we did have a bullish structure continuing up the trend, right? And we did see that market was consolidating a little bit, but like I've told myself, you won't be able to understand the story until the story is finished, right? So from my standpoint, I can see that the market was accumulating, right? And I believe the market was gonna reverse or make a new low, right? And I was trailing my stop loss, and I thought I was gonna make a $800 day instead of a thousand. $500 day, right? And so we were consolidating a little bit, but it was just accumulation, and eventually our take profit hit. Now, what can I take away from this winning day is that we were patient and confident, right? And I'm gonna be talking just for a little bit. Um, Previous video, I was talking about self-reflecting and journaling and how important it is, and I just wanted to self reflect from last week because we did start our trading combine with no activation fee on Wednesday, January 14th, right? And as you can see on the calendar, right, we do have a $500 loss, and on the next day we also have a $500 loss. And the reason why we had those losses wasn't because of the market, it was because of me. It's not the car, it's the driver, right? And the reason why we were losing on those 2 days is because we were entering way too early in our trade, and we kept on getting stopped out before the market decided to go into the general direction where we thought it was going to go, and it did, right? So with self-reflecting and journaling, I want to show you guys that these resources do help you become a profitable trader. It helps you become a profitable trader, and it helps you become better overall as a trader, right? So I needed to self-reflect what I was doing wrong. I was entering way too early, right? What measures could I do to prevent these mistakes or mistake, right? And that is to be patient and to be more confident and assertive with our trade, right? And that's what we did. Simple as that. We didn't waste our time trying to figure out from a year of trading or two or maybe a week or months to see why our trading isn't happening, and that is just because we are not self-reflecting. But we are self-reflecting here so we can cut time, so we're able to we're able to elevate and we're able to evolve into better traders and to better people than we were a week ago, right? And so Friday we made 1,500. We believed in our trade, we were patient, we were confident, and we were able to execute just like how we executed today on Monday. And today, that is why I made 1,500, and it wasn't because of my strategy. It was because of me, because I'm bettering my psychology. I'm using materials and resources and videos to be able to understand what I can do better, and those are being to play around with your settings, right? If you go into your settings right here, right, these are meant to help you. They are not meant to like intimidate you, to tell you like, oh, you have to be set on certain rules and standards to be this trader that you want to be. Like, you can still be the trader, but you still have to understand that you're going into this experiment of getting to know yourself, right? And as you're getting to know yourself, you're gonna see the good habits, but you're also going to see the bad habits. Now we got to take these bad habits and we got to learn how to control them, whether if it's through us or whether it's through settings. And I don't know how to like efficiently control my habit, so I'm letting settings do it for me, right? Because if I'm forcing my psychology, right, based off of these settings, eventually everything's gonna center in the middle, and everything is gonna eventually make sense for me to know that, hey, if I don't feel confident in taking this position, I won't take a trade. Or hey, if I see this trade and it's going down below to like close to 500, I'm out for the day, right? We have to use these resources and materials to be able to elevate ourselves as better traders, right? So please take the opportunity to self-reflect, to journal, right? To take accountability as a trader, to know what you got to do to be able to elevate yourself to a profitable trader, to get into the mindset of being a profitable trader. Because if you don't use these resources and if you don't do these things, you're only wasting time from getting closer to your dream, right? So that was today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am going to be posting Wednesday, or I'm going to see if I can try, but I am starting school literally tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes, right? I'll keep you updated if there's like any updates or any potential changes. But thank you guys for listening, and peace.